whispered secrets, tales in the dark. Pens in motion, leaving their mark. Legends bear witness when night unfolds. Auctions of dreams, ink shines bold. Wolves and packs, howling for the gold. Voices in the wind, stories untold. Mass tracks and shadows, ink on the skin. A crew on foot where the journey begins. Famous faces, shadows in their glow, craving the spark, heartbeats and flow. Bound by a name, a piece of fame. Hunters of legacy, never the same.
What's going on? John here from Autograph Fisherman, and tonight it's the first day, which means it's TTM crew. Well, anyways, this is where you guys get to laugh at me, laugh at my funky mitts, laugh at the fact that I open up the autographs I open up. You know, it's the beginning of the month. We only live once, so enjoy it as you can. And those are really hot. So, if that didn't give it away, who our main special guest is, I don't know anything would. So, before I keep on mumbling, I'm going to bring on my co-host with the most snail racing trophies, Zach's collection.
I believe you mean
Hey there, Zach.
hostess with the mostest.
So, how are you doing?
Oh, not bad. How are you, John?
I can't complain. It's been a little. I'll be honest. It's been a little bit stressful lately. My mom is going to have a hip replacement surgery in 7 days.
Yeah, but she's going to feel better. Trust me.
For sure.
My aunt went through the
she's
same.
wanting it. But you want to know the good thing about it? There's always a silver lining.
Yeah.
I'm the only one who takes care of her, so that's 4 days without the kids.
That's a victory in and of itself.
Oh, yeah. So, I actually have notes today, this month.
Oh.
Why? I don't know. Because I pretty much already forget where I am. But anyway, so I'm going to introduce our special guest, the keeper of the cat, Boots, Tim at Incognito.
There he is.
Hey, what's going on,
How are
everybody?
you, Tim?
Good. How you doing, John? What's up, Zach?
Howdy, howdy.
Hello, everybody in the chat.
You're so slow.
What's that?
Oh, my computer's slow. I'm going to turn this up so I can actually be in the right.
Yeah, it happens.
Oh, yeah. Can you guys still hear me?
Yep, you're good.
We are good.
Okay, good. I'm just going to use my phone microphone because my computer's messing up. Anyway, so welcome, Tim. This is your first time on our show. So
It is.
I have to ask you, what got you thinking, yeah, I'll go on the show?
You asked me, and you know, it's I don't really say no very often.
Plus,
I'm just kidding.
You're getting into the TTM game.
I am. I was playing. I got a big TTM back, and I am excited about getting into this. And I just would like to learn more and like. To
Oh
see how
yeah,
you
of
guys
course. Just Zach's going to agree with me. Just a warning: it is very addictive.
Yeah,
It is already. I do like it. I do like the ones that I've gotten back so far, and the anticipation of getting more back is something different as well. So I do
Right.
like it. The anticipation
Oh
of
yeah,
not
like
knowing what
for me, it's going to the whole mailbox, seeing what I get.
definitely. My
So
goal
yeah,
right now, the way I'm looking at it, is like who's the oldest and who I want to get first, and then I go for okay. After I get those ones, then I can just kind of go for all the mass mailings or something.
right. Yeah,
Oh,
always go for
Yeah.
age first. Hey, Goza, how's it going, buddy?
What's up, Goza? Barry, what's up? Brandon
And
Jensen.
Brandon the goat.
wow, I completely forgot to put my chat up.
Gasp.
So yeah, no, I'm the same way. I love getting the older people. I do a 50-50. I try to do 50-50.
Nice. I will get a good.
So
I need
I'm
to
going to go say
learn
hi
how to
to
get a
the
good
people in the chat. So we have Barry, so good, named him twice. We have the goat, Brandon Jensen, and Goza. Welcome. So I do have the slide up. So let me get to that page. And that is people who I have sent to this past month, a couple days ago, really. So first of all, this is odd because I usually can.
Ah, there
Just
we
give
go.
me 2 seconds. Oh, there we go. That's what I wanted. Did it stay that way? It looks like it. So first one is Bill Lee.
The spaceman. Let's go.
Nice.
So I had to go with the spaceman, of course. I just had to get. So I just had to get a Earth autograph.
Yeah. Like, I don't know why it took me so long to get my first one, honestly, because I never had a card. Thank you, Tim.
You are welcome. It looks really fantastic too. That's an awesome signature.
Dude.
Now,
now I've got
Tim,
my
these
first
are not the cards I send. They're just what I saw on ComC,
Nice.
because there's a lot of emailing if I do that. But the card that I got was the Studio. I think it was 91 Studio, where it's a portrait and they're what they like doing on the back.
Oh, okay.
Yep. That was a cool set.
So I got that one from Card Wolf, actually.
Nice.
So this one shocked me last month so much that I decided to send to her.
Yeah.
And that's Dolly Parton.
Yeah, she's been on a signing kick lately.
Ooh, I gotta get on that boat.
Yeah, before she, it's like, take a breather.
Yeah, I don't want to mention anything about the bucket.
No.
I love that Queen's. I wish there was that one, but
that one's
I don't.
fantastic.
I still don't have a card of hers. I just happen to do a playing card.
Yeah.
There's a couple people that I just sent playing cards. So the next person is one that I've got a few times, but I'm getting it on my 91 Don Ross, and that is Dennis Lamp.
Yeah. Look at that mustache.
Oh, nice.
Look at that mustache.
Oh yeah.
That's a great combo.
I did pick that one for you.
Glasses and stash combo. I love it.
I know. Like, if I had that card, that'd be going out to him.
Yeah, I usually don't pick cards by my guess, but I had to pick that one.
Oh, that's
And you got the glasses too, though.
yeah.
Oh yeah.
It's just too good.
So you
So,
mentioned that Dolly Parton
number
signed.
4
Go ahead.
is Willie Blair.
My country music set really quick while you guys were.
Robert 12 Hop Springs. That's a mouthful.
Hey, Robert.
Hey, what's up, Robert? How you
Hey,
doing?
Rob. So, Willie Blair. I remember really enjoying this guy growing up. I think it's because of his Blue Jays uniform, but I have lots of good memories.
Yeah, man.
So the next one is Jeff Gray.
The name rings a bell, but I can't remember why.
And there's the sunglasses again.
Oh, yeah.
Gotta have him.
So, yeah.
Uh-oh.
Oh. There we go. Fixed it.
That was the Autograph Fisherman remix, by the way.
That's right.
Yep, it was.
Thanks.
It's because I had my computer on a little bit too loud.
Yeah.
So we're at what? Jeff Gray. But yeah, so next one is an oldie. Joe Watson.
Wow.
Oh, nice.
Now, I have to admit, I can't remember what card I sent of his. That's one of those, I have no clue.
But still, I mean, looking at that card, he's an old timer because that is an old set right there.
Oh, yeah. No, I do remember watching a whole bunch of Joe highlights. Like, it goes that whole Philadelphia time zone that we love.
Nice.
Meh. Philadelphia.
Now, the next one I'm sending, I've gotten him so many times, but I'm doing my pro sets, trying to get as much pro set as I can, especially the 91 pro set. And I can pretty much guarantee I'll get him back. Jimmy Carson.
Yeah, he's really good. A lot of those guys from the 90s in the NHL are really good autograph signers. Like even the Hall of Famers.
Oh, yeah. Like I've gotten Doug Gilmour, JR, Belfour.
Yeah,
Belfour would be sweet. I got some sent out to him. We'll see how
I was
long.
going to say he has a couple out to Eddie. And
Yep.
he takes a while, but he should come back.
Awesome. I was very tempted to send one of the holograms because I would really love to have a hologram autographed, but you would have to rub something on it to get it all scratchy. So I don't know if it'd work out.
Probably the old dryer sheet trick. Would
Yeah,
work.
I was just about to say that dry sheet.
Yeah. Really quick, I saw that Robert was saying something on here that he's given up on YouTube for a bit or for a while. I hope everything's okay there, Robert.
Yeah. What's up with that?
It's a day.
Oh, it's April.
What day is it?
You got me. That was a good one. All right. I knew something would have to happen today.
Yeah, I was like, oh yeah, it is April the 1st. Well played, sir.
Now,
That
this
was a good
next
one.
guy, I'm a fan of. I don't think I even seen him play a game, but I am a huge fan of him because of Don Cherry. And that's John Blue.
Nice.
Don Cherry just was obsessed when he came out.
Don Cherry is an interesting fellow.
Oh, yeah, for sure. He's a great signer, too, though.
Yeah, but I don't know where he is now that he left. Now that he's not doing broadcasting,
He's doing podcasts with his brother.
yeah, I'm sure somebody will pop an address up for him at some point. I'd like to send to him again.
Seems like a lot of retired sports people are going the podcast route.
especially
Well,
like
I
in
mean,
that
even
generation.
the old wrestlers are doing that.
Yeah, like the guys that played in the 80s and all that, they're like, there's a lot of good stories that they have.
Yeah.
So, and
Who's
once
that
people,
guy? Like, be a man.
yeah,
The hockey. I forget who that guy is. I forget his name. But yeah, his whole thing's like, be a man, and he like says something crazy. And he's a hockey dude. I forget. Last one. Okay, this is the only one I can think of that I could use for reference. But I gotta look at it. I sent it to somebody, but it was like, be a man, crap in the urinal.
Yeah.
disrespect your surroundings.
And the first thing that I can think of is Montreal Canadian fans.
Well,
Yeah,
Because there's a meme going around
I know I
here
sent it to Maiden.
with that exact saying.
Nice.
So we digress.
Yes.
Next person is another great signer. I actually have him, and he signed. I think he covered the whole entire page, the whole entire card with just notes, and that's Brian Scrudland.
Oh, nice.
he must have just started doing that.
Actually, I got that card. You know what? My card, my autographs are right here.
Yeah, because I think I'm trying to remember if I've sent to him. I think I have, and I don't remember if he wrote much, but he could have changed in recent years. I don't think, at least.
Shouldn't be hard to find. It's an old one. It's really weird when you want to find something.
Yeah, that's why I don't bother. Like if I don't have it on hand, it ain't happening.
I'll put this beside me and I'll keep an eye out here and there.
Hey, goody.
It's not what's going to bug me, and no, I don't like that.
What's up, Goody?
So, the next guy I've tried. This is like a Richard Petty kind of thing for me. Another guy that I've sent to a whole bunch of times. Oh, just give me a second.
Sorry, I found it. It's a Boston Be a Man guy. I forget. I recognize his face, but I can't. I don't know. Trying to click on see if it'll go up a little bit bigger. Let's see. Anyways, it's this guy. It's probably not going to focus, but there it goes. But yeah, it doesn't say his actual name.
Oh,
It just says Boston Be a Man. That's all.
Weird.
I think he was an ex-hockey guy or a former hockey guy, but
Interesting. I'll have to look for that.
That's interesting.
let's see. Here's his face.
That
See if I can do this properly.
Yeah, he does not look familiar.
Hey,
He looks like Chad from the drummer from Red Hot Chili Peppers.
Watch it be him.
Yeah, no,
Wait
it's
up
definitely
again?
not the Chili Peppers guy. Yeah, man, it's driving me
Will
nuts.
Ferrell?
Anyways, such is life.
So, so the guy who I find to be my next Richard King is Glenn Wesley. I see a lot of people getting him back, but
I don't think
Yeah,
I've
heck
ever
of a
gotten
cat.
him back either. Now that you mention it. Wait a minute. I'll have to check.
yeah.
He's got quite the mustache.
Oh yeah. Let's see. Wesley.
Breaking Balls is his show. Okay. Thanks, Brandon.
So Next one, I've sent 2 of the same card. I usually don't do that. Oh, did I see Goody G? Hey, Goody G. So I usually don't send 2 of the same card, but if I want to help somebody else out, why not, right? And this is one of those people who would do that. Um, if I do that, send something for somebody else, I actually put, hey, this one is for so and so. But this one I'm getting signed for Gay comic collector, casual comic collector,
Oh, so it's some
and that
devil.
is Chris Cherry.
I was going to say it's some devil then. I know Gary. He's a Devils fan.
Nice.
Yeah, I showed him the autograph that I got of Chris, and he loved it. That was one of his favorites until I pulled up the next one and the next one kind of thing.
Right.
Now, so this one coming up, it's I think it was like maybe my 10th person I got back ever, but sorry, I've told many times, and it's true, of course. I was doing it for a charity, so I want to get my Jay Leno back.
Yeah.
That'd be cool. I like Jay Leno. I like his cars.
Yeah, that man has a collection.
Man, the passion
Oh,
for
yeah.
those cars he has is fantastic.
When I had him the first, like Jay signed, he actually drew his face,
Nice.
That's
of
awesome.
course, with a big, huge chin. So next we have Bob McConnell.
Another Blue Jay, huh?
Nice.
And actually, by fluke, that is the card that I'm sending.
Nice.
So next one is Kurt Stillwell.
Nice. Not a Blue Jay.
I know, that's weird.
So everybody has to hide their crowbars, get knee pads on for this next one, because it's very dangerous. Nancy Cardigan.
Well, some may say that she had it coming.
Yes.
Mhm.
What's up,
Hey,
buddy?
Brian. Hey, Jay.
Jay, what's going on?
Hey Jay.
Nancy Kerrigan. That's nice. I didn't know she signed either.
I
Neither
thought
did I.
she did, but I never tried her.
I did not know either. Just came up.
Nice.
Because the next set of slides, I see a whole bunch of people that are like, oh, wow. So, okay, this one has a story towards it. Zach knows it, but so my family goes to Euchre every Wednesday, and they keep on bugging me because I'm a good Euchre player. So I go for the first night, and I ended up winning first place. And I would have won most lone hands, but I forgot to circle one, and whatever. It ended up being the person who runs it, and his wife that ended up tying for it. But anyway, I won like $130 for that, and of course, I went straight into the channel. But one thing that I wanted to do was send to somebody that I wouldn't normally send it to because it costs money and I'm cheap. So I was going to hold off on this person until I got a one of those goose mini cards, but I think I gave it up. So it's Rich Goosage, Gossage.
Yeah,
Nice.
He's a great looking
So
signature.
if I sent him a playing card and a playing card. So if I get those two signed back, that's two Goose autographs for free.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah, that's awesome.
And you know how people will say, well, you have to pay for the postage. Nope. I pay postage with the winning. So
Nice.
That's the way to do it.
yeah. Now there's something with this picture though. It's probably because he doesn't have his mustache, right?
Yeah, that's one of his early cards.
Sans mustache.
Yeah. Can't remember
Oh,
what
really,
year.
Robert? That's cool. Have to send to him. Get some Reggie.
So we keep on going on and on. We have Greg Colborn. Did it go over?
No.
Nope.
I might have missed it.
Still on the goose.
Yes.
Yeah.
Around here, the only
Jeez,
type
you
of
suck
goose we
on
got is
goose.
the Canadian goose.
That is odd.
Well, sometimes 73. Thank you, Barry.
Let me try doing this.
I was like 75. Yeah.
Maybe it just froze a little bit.
Who knows?
Take a little break from the slide.
Yeah.
I'm just reading the. Oh, you have a bunch of gooses?
Bunch of geese.
3G?
I believe it was.
Nice. Now, if you notice, this is actually a very new streaming site. It actually isn't just new for me, it's actually a brand new streaming site. So there are little bugs here and there, but I personally find it easier because with the StreamYard, you had to click the mouse to go to the next one. All I have to do is press the arrow bar and it goes to the next one.
In
Nice.
theory.
And if you want to put intros and all that kind of stuff, you had to keep it organized. But all these have it on the side. So let's try to see if I can do this. Now, Craig, come on up.
There you go.
Okay, yeah. So lesson learned: if it's slow like that, just go to the next one. So I don't know who this is. I just one of those random. I got the 91 Don Ross, so I saw he signed one of those. But this one I was a big fan of growing up, and that's Jim Acker.
Yeah, I remember him.
So
A thin
the
mustache.
next one is Dave Martinez.
Martinez. I may have seen him if he was still with the Cubs back then. They would have come through Pittsburgh.
I'm pretty sure he's another one of those 91 Don Ross. But this one, I always, whenever I do a short, I do the Simpsons theme song. I have to do the Simpsons theme song. All I can think is Bart Simpson, and of course that's Craig Simpson.
There you go.
His older brother.
Yeah. The forgotten Simpson.
It's kind of like Griffey's brother.
Right.
Griffey Jr.'s brother. What? Is his name like Craig or something like that?
think so.
Something weird. I don't know.
Yeah. He never made it into baseball.
Brief moment.
Yeah.
So I think I've gotten Craig 2 times before, and every time I get him, he signs in a thick Sharpie, like a thick one.
Nice.
Now, I'm going to talk about 2 that just didn't make the cut. I usually don't do this, but um, because this month I decided to use the playing cards. So I caught Jim Pobleski, Marty Turco, Nikolai Brzezinski, Doug Lister, Greg Gollett, Brian Harper, Greg Olson, Sid Bream. I just got Sid Bream back. The Blue Devil, and that's the basketball.
Oh, for Duke.
I forget what state, but basketball college.
Yeah, Duke.
And John L. Williams.
Good luck.
They got caught.
I've never gotten John L. Williams back. So good luck
No?
on that. Never.
I sent to him once and I got it back.
Yeah, I've tried him 3 times, never got him.
Odd. Well, the John L. Williams is a card that I mentioned to John that's not for me. So the next one is one that I was shocked, and I'm still looking to see if he charges because it's just too good to be true. Mickey Telleton.
I've heard he charges.
Yeah, so have I, but I can't find it.
Let's see.
Nice.
No, that's not what I'm looking up. Talk amongst yourselves.
Tettleton.
The problem is I talk to myself too much. So the next one, this is one of those dual cards. You remember how the 91 score had the brothers? Well, I'm sending to the harder to get brother, I find at least, and that's Jeff Courtnall.
Nice.
So yeah,
He looks a little confused there.
I have both of the Courtnall brothers. So if I lose the dual autograph, it's not going to hurt. But I only have 2 dual autograph cards, so I think this year I'm going to do a little bit more of a push for it. Like I said, I'm doing the Courtnall brothers. I showed you guys the 2, the Ottawa Senators and Tampa Bay Lightning logo card, so I can get the mascots. I sent to, I want to say Tim Shovelday first, got him back, but it's a Tim Shovelday Cook McLean leader card. So now we are going to the next side.
Not to interrupt you, John, but it doesn't look like Tettleton signs much. He hasn't signed
No, he
anything
doesn't.
successfully in a
No.
couple of years.
No, he doesn't sign much. It's one of those, it's a card.
Worth a shot.
Right?
So top signers. If you've been here, you know the whole deal, but I go on ComC, and they have categories. One of the things is top signers for a year, 6 months, and 3 months. I'm doing 3 months for this because it's a little bit more better. If you do like a year, you get a whole bunch of dead people. And this seems to be the thing is, lots of these are really low numbers because Zach, you know this. Sports Foam was down for a while, so nobody was able to put down the successes. So these are going to be kind of odd, but so hockey, we have Warren Hextall.
Nice.
Now, I didn't put the baseball guy down, but I'm almost positive he's a 10 per. He might be a 20 per, now that I think of it. Ryan Sandberg.
10, I think, for the Rhino.
Nice. That's
I
not bad.
could have sworn I saw it last time I checked. They upped it. But yeah, again, I could have seen one that he sent 2 cards. So that's a very good possibility.
Let's see. Ryan Sandberg. Let's see. Yeah, $10.
Cool. Perfect. I've got a couple cards I'll send. So basketball, this is one that basketball fans might know, but I don't. Tyron Coben.
I think the name rings a bell just because I think I have that card signed by him.
Nice.
I hate to say it, but the only reason why he rings a bell to me is Kurt Cobain. But now this one you'll like, Zach. Football is Steve Atwater.
He's a great signer.
Nice.
I've heard he slowed down.
He may have, but if anybody ever wants to send him care of the Broncos. If you send it to his house, he returns it. But he'll sign perfectly fine through the Broncos.
I don't think I've ever sent to the Broncos. I've got him a couple times. I could be incorrect though.
But he's a solid signer.
Oh, extreme. So golf, and I do apologize. I am slow on Henry. Welcome. I am slow on the chat. So
Nice,
golf
dude. That's awesome.
is Fred Couples.
Yep, Fred's a real. There you go. And Tim, he's in that set that you showed me backstage.
Nice.
He's got the 90 Pro Set golf set that he's going to dig into. And Fred Couples is a very good signer.
Nice.
I have his. I'm putting him on my list.
That's awesome, Goody. Goody's getting a donut card back. Donut bat card from
I'm
nice.
putting that on.
That's a good one.
Yeah, that's cool.
I don't like doing this one. It's racing. That guy.
Oh, yeah, Petty, because if you're in the United States, he'll sign 283. Well, but 2 at a time. Only 2 at a time. But, you could send him multiple times and he'll be fine.
Nice.
Oh, yeah, exactly.
Say Richard Petty?
Yep.
So you guys tell me, did it actually switch? Because my computer's slow.
No, it's still on Fred Couples.
That's what I thought. Let me do this again.
Well, if you don't mind, I will be right back. I just need to fill up my coffee. 2 seconds.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay.
Go
2 seconds. I'll be right
ahead.
back.
So, Zach.
Yes. What'd I do?
What
There we go.
do you think that is in the envelope?
What's that?
What do you think is in the envelope?
Oh, God, I couldn't tell you. I mean, it's flat, so it's obviously not some sort of demon. But
So,
feels like there's a
there's
couple
Richard Petty.
Yeah.
Other sports is a 1, 2, 3, 4 four-way tie. So that's Mark Spitz.
Yeah, he's great. He's an amazing signer.
Kalen Jordan.
You don't see many wrestlers who are good TTMers anymore.
In others, this month, the past 3 months, you'll eat your words.
Yeah, it all depends.
Tide is, I can't pronounce her first name, Loins.
Oh, Nikita. I don't know.
Nikita?
Is she still wrestling? I don't think she is anymore or not.
I don't know.
Either way.
And the next one's a Hall of Famer, Kurt Angle.
Oh yeah, he's fantastic.
One thing that I've noticed is that all the wrestlers charge.
I thought Kurt didn't, only if it was something bigger than a trading card. I thought he was free for a card, but if you sent a picture, it was.
I saw one for Coco Beware.
Well, yeah, that guy. Yeah, he's always done that. Honky Tonk Man, he charges like $50. Like,
Yeah.
you're not with it.
But you know the Alan Ginter, they had Birds of a Feather?
Yeah.
The macaw? I want to send Coco Beware that card.
I don't know how much he charges, but it's probably like $10-15 knowing him.
I
Nice.
can't remember off the top of my head, but I think it was only $5.
Well, that's not bad then.
So we're going on soccer. And Brilina Scory.
Unfamiliar with her.
No idea. It's soccer.
The only thing I can say is she looks like a goalie.
Yeah.
That'd be a safe bet.
So non-sport is Melissa Joan. It's a 4-way tie again.
Nice. Sabrina.
That's the only card I could find on ComC. Literally the only card I could find on ComC.
Nice.
This one is Annika Noni Rose. You'll correct me.
No, I won't. I don't know who it is.
No clue.
I ain't correcting nothing. There we go. Kevin Bacon, I know.
Oh yeah, Kevin Bacon, yeah. And the reason why I sent to Dolly Parton, every time I think of Kevin Bacon now, I think of Guardians of the Galaxy.
There's a reference I'm missing.
He was in Footloose, and that's Starler's favorite movie.
Oh, okay.
So there was a whole bunch of, is Footloose still a popular movie, blah, blah, blah. Not only that, he played himself on the Guardians of the Galaxy Christmas special. And way back when X-Men First Class came out, he was the main villain.
Huh.
So next one, same picture, Dolly Parton.
I'm gonna have to find something to send to her in the next soonish.
Yeah.
Oh,
Definitely. Me too.
that's odd. Oh, no, right. It was more shock on my half. Whenever I put up a picture, it always goes to the same picture. This is actually the picture that I wanted.
Oh, there we go. It's a win.
So this is something, usually, I'll put the slide over. Usually I do a YouTube channel. Pat, Tim, Boots has been part of it. But this one, I just loved. I'm a big horse guy, and I wanted that to be a thinker. But then I heard the backstory, and that's Jupiter. Jupiter, the owner is Kim, childhood friend of Christina, now a friend of mine. And it is a male horse rescued. It was a hard worker on Menatins. He had 2 bowed tendons and very underweight. but now he's perfect health, like perfect size. Uh, she describes him as a big puppy dog. Like, look at that. How can't you love that?
Right? Haunts.
When I would say 5, is when my parents got my first horse, the family horse.
Nice.
So
That'd be fun.
I think I may have gone up to the first, like, knuckle. I think this is the last picture. Yeah. So because I'm doing that, a non-YouTuber, we have to say Jupiter deserves it. But I'm going to do a special shout out. This channel will be in the descriptions. And of course, Zach and Tim and Carnito will be in the description as well. But this is extra shout out, and it is Joey riding the pine.
Hey, let's go, Joe.
Nice.
We like Joe.
He's a great guy. When I met him on YouTube, I think he was like 100 subs, and he's more than doubled that. But he needs to be up there a lot more. He's criminal. I'm pretty sure, Henry, that I can get a Jupiter autograph.
Need a big paper.
So this, I can say, is a inspired by the mustache of the week. I've told Maiden this many times, and now that you're on it, it's hair of the month.
Ah, nice.
This has to be one of my favorite of the slides. And now we have to go back into the 90s. It's the starting of this guy's career. Yes, he had hair, and everybody would chant, "Die, this person's name, die," until he turned heel for the first time. And that's, of course, Rock.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that guy.
Love it.
Hey, Maiden, speaking of the devil, he appeared.
Hey, Maiden.
Hey, what's going on, Maiden?
But usually I do the winner, then the runner-up. This is going to be the runner-up. Rock is the runner-up.
It's Rock.
Look, it's his twin.
The Twin Rock.
Yeah, just keep up. I don't know. Did he go through school? Did The Rock finish school?
Yeah, University of Miami, I think.
Yeah.
I don't know how he could, because paper beats rock.
Well, he was an athlete at the University of Miami. That's all you need to know.
And this person was first in 1989, and then came back in 1990 for WWF, and he was in 1996 WCW. He was in a movie, like his whole character came off because he was in a movie, and Vince McMahon decided to take that movie character and try to make him into a real wrestler. So he constantly had feuds with Hulk Hogan and Bruce Beefcake. He would wrestle a lot with Randy Savage, and that's Zeus.
Oh, yeah, that whole experiment. They tried to make him a wrestler. That was not good. Not good.
No. It didn't last very long, did it?
No, rightfully so. He was as bad as Hogan was. Sorry to all the Hogan fans, but oof.
Nah, I think it was a lot worse.
But oof.
At least you could get excited when Hogan
That
no
is-
sold.
Mm.
It just looks so much fake. But I love that hair, though. I have to admit.
Big Z.
So another thing with Zeus, and I'm not sure if you remember Zach, but he's been on my list to be the winner for about 3, maybe 4 months. But something always comes up,
As it does.
like Kid Rock. So this one, now that we have guests on, I wait till last moment to pick the cards of the month. I picked 2, and I try to pick something that would go into your collection, Tim.
Ah, very nice.
So the first one, I had to go with the 1969-70 OPG, number 138.
Oh, there you go.
Ah, Esposito. Nice.
Yeah. So, and you open some interesting cards that make me go, that's really, really cool. So I had to go probably even back further than I did for Shoebox Legend.
Oh,
This is 1925 Players Racing Characteristic Tobacco number 3.
mm. Yes, I love it. It's great.
Michael Berry.
Well, that's an interesting one.
I love the artwork. That's fantastic.
That's
Yeah.
why I picked it.
Yeah, I love caricatures. I always thought like the caricatures you can get drawn when you go like on the boardwalk or whatever like that, and
Oh, yeah.
Carnival
Absolutely.
or those guys have got to have like the biggest cojones to be able to like turn that picture around and show it to the face of those people. And sometimes they do like the craziest caricature of them, like totally out there. And like one of them, I saw this guy who drew this lady as a whale, like as like a walrus or something like that. And
Yeah.
I'm
I've
just
seen
like-
that guy on Instagram. He's pretty funny.
it is pretty funny. But man, you have to think the stones they got to have to like just be like, you know what? Here you go. This is what I think that you look like.
Yeah.
But hey, they get paid for stuff like that, so
That's
Oh, yeah.
true.
that's why they're there.
Well, the whole thing is, why would you get it if you can't take a joke?
Oh, right,
You know it's going to happen.
right. It's so
Right?
funny. I love this.
Yeah, that was the slides.
Nice.
And
That's good.
I just realized I don't see a timer, so it's going to be completely blind.
Oh, really? I have it because I see the timer up in the left corner for me.
Yes, sir. We're sitting at 53.
Yeah, almost 54 minutes.
Oh, wow. No, I probably just haven't seen it. So, you know what? Because I want to, I'm going to change the schedule. Zach,
What'd I do?
you're up when I get here.
Let's go.
I'm going to ask you to open up that thing that I sent you.
Yeah, because I got something in the mail
Because
from John. I opened it but didn't open it, so I have no idea. Okay, now I see what it is. Oh, look at that. It's a TTM request. What a joker. Did you prep this for me, or do I got to prep it for you?
No, it's prepped.
Okay. Well, I actually have to get a Sharpie, and I will sign it and send it back. To Zach's Collection. Hi, I'm Jonathan, and I think I am your biggest fan. You are one of my top 3 favorite YouTube channels. Thank you, brother. Collect YouTube channel autographs. Guys, I was hoping I could have yours. Go Pens, Pirates, and Steelers. Thank you for your time. John Burge, you've got it, buddy. I'll get that in the mail for you probably tomorrow.
Perfect.
Sweet.
I just have to remember how to sign my name.
And just so you know, you see the return envelope. I have a bad habit of not actually doing that. You're one of the only people that I actually send it to. I usually send a couple bucks.
Oh, with the actual stamp.
Yeah.
Well, you
But,
can just tell me to put one on it.
Shout out to Three Good Nerds. I ended up getting like 6 stamps.
Oh, yeah,
So
those are
Nice.
handy.
see if I can get this working.
I didn't break it. I didn't touch it. Well, it was like that when I got here. What happened? Hi. Poo. I'm small now. Yeah. All right. Well, that's a first.
Here we go. That works.
Yep, that's definitely going back out tomorrow. I'll stop by the office supply store and get a Sharpie because I weirdly don't have one.
That's odd.
Oh, thank you. Maybe.
So, Tim,
Yes.
are you ready to be on the hot spot?
Big screen.
Yeah, why not? Let's do it.
So, the first question is, when and how did you get into collecting cards?
I started as a kid. My dad was into collecting cards, and he always collected like the hot rookies of the time. So he's always like a prospect hunter, and got into it back then. We loved the Mariners and the Seahawks and the Supersonics, and so it was pretty much anything Seattle. There was no Kraken back then, so it was just the main three. And ever since Sonics left Seattle, I have not really watched any basketball. It's not the same.
I miss the Sonics. They had a great jersey. They had a great
they did.
logo.
They did, man. There's a big push for them to come back, and I hope they do. So
I'm shocked they haven't already at this point.
Right?
If I'm honest. Like, I'm surprised they didn't move Vancouver right down back to Seattle.
Am I the only one that wants to see the Sonics be Sonic the Hedgehog logo?
I think so.
Can you imagine how much the license for that crap would be?
That'd be funny, though. That would be funny.
Surprising. Well, actually, because back then Sonic wasn't that huge when the Sonics were actually running around.
No, I don't even think.
Not as far as I remember.
Sonic was invented back when the Sonics were playing, like
Not at the beginning.
when they were invented. But
When the NBA invented the Sonics. Well, they kind of did, actually, if you think about it.
Yeah, it was what is it? Old throwback to Boeing being there in Seattle.
Oh, is that where it came from?
Yeah,
I honestly didn't know where it came from.
because they went supersonic when they in the jets in the new jets. I think it was I think I had to do something with the World's Fair and all of that kind of stuff.
Okay.
I don't remember all the details, but
I can see it.
it's the gist.
So, what gave you the idea to do a YouTube channel?
It honestly, the idea. Well, at the beginning, I was watching a whole bunch of people like open up different packs and stuff like that, and I always was buying old packs, and so I figured, why not? Why not open it up too, and see what happens, and so here I am. It just didn't stop.
Exactly. And look where it's taken you.
I know. Right here. Not very
All
far.
the way to everywhere.
So,
But yeah,
Tim, you have one of the most memorable channel names, I have to say, Incognito. Where did you get that?
That's fantastic, by the way.
It's kind of like a play on incognito, because I was originally didn't have I was like faceless and always just had the hands and gloves. So I was incognito, but I just wanted to just call it a little bit different.
It's genius.
That makes actual sense. I like it.
Thanks.
I know you collect more than cards. What are your top 3 collections that are not cards?
I'd have to say toys. You can see it on the back wall and all over here. There's toys was my main collection previously, and when I took the break in high school from the cards because there was women and all the other type of stuff to get interested in. And so that's when I ended up taking the break. And then when I got back into it, I ended up selling most of my collection of the Star Wars. Sorry, I'm looking at my wall over there. It's got all my Star Wars on it. And I took all my doubles and sold all my doubles and got into it. And I bought Magic Johnson and Larry Bird rookie card to get back into this hobby.
Nice.
So I'm just like, you know what? I'm going to get some cool cards to get back into it. And then I started getting boxes, you know, and it was at the time where like PSA 10s were all the big thing, right? So like you have to have the PSA 10 and all that kind of stuff. And so I got to thinking, it's like, well, where do PSA 10s come from? You know, they come from packs. And so I was just buying up old packs and seeing what kind of stuff I can get, and just started squirreling away cards. And now I got a whole mess load. when you do a short a day of opening up a pack, you end up collecting a whole mess load of cards.
Yeah, you're going to end up with a lot of stacks.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
They add up quickly. I have this. I don't want to show it because I'm embarrassed, but I have this huge. Like I call it my city of cards. It's just like towers of cards.
Oh yeah, mine's sitting over there. Yeah, taking up a good half of my what should be a dining room table, but is not anymore.
Right. Yes.
So next question is actually, obviously the intro to tonight's live is a complete ripoff on Funky Fridays.
I saw the gloves. That was awesome.
Need to know. Like, I need to know what's the story behind that. Is it trolls? What is it?
Yeah, pretty much. It was well, I find it funny on how many people cannot stand to see you touch cards with gloves on, and I find it hilarious. And I find it hilarious, and how many people get absolutely pissed off, and all that kind of stuff. And it's just funny just to lean into it. And you know what? It is what it is. And that's how I came up with the whole Funky Pack Friday thing is, you know what? You laugh at me, laugh at my gloves, laugh at what I open, because they're like, you're opening up junk wax with gloves on. And I'm like, yeah. Well, yeah.
I mean,
why else you wouldn't want to touch
1990s were gross. I don't want to touch that.
Right. And most of my replies were like, yeah, you know, I don't want to touch junk with my regular hands. So
right. Like I got to eat with these hands.
Right. so yeah. And yeah, it's pretty much where it came into. And you know, is exactly just life's too short to get caught up on what other people think of you.
I honestly, I've gotten a few trolls in the past few weeks. I find them hilarious.
Oh yeah, I mean,
they're trying to bring you down, and they're just giving you a view and comment. It's just helping you with the algorithm.
Right. I always reply like, well, I used to always reply like, "Thanks for watching," and just like whatever.
Yeah. Thanks, fella.
What I do with my trolls, and I got this from Bert's Beat, always pin your trolls.
Ah, yes.
So these next two questions everybody hates, but I have to say it because it's fun. What is your Mount Rushmore of living people that you would like to get autographs from?
Ooh. That
living people.
Living people I'd like to get autos from. Let's see. The one I'm after right now is Clyde Drexler. I would like to get his rookie card autographed.
Clyde the Glide.
Yes, Clyde the Glide Drexler. I would love to have his. And let's see, who else am I thinking? Right now I'm kind of on like a Seahawk and Mariner hunt, like big name, and that I consider like people I used to watch and look up to back in the day, you know, like when I watched and all that kind of stuff. And so I recently picked up Ken Griffey Jr., which was awesome.
That's an awesome card, by the way.
Very lucky to pick up. I consider that as like one of the Grail cards, you know, kind of like the Glide card would be a Grail card for me.
Oh, for sure.
But yeah, it's total grail card. And so that and Shaq, I know Shaq signs. I just
Yes,
have to
he's an amazing signer.
I just have to get off my butt and actually just do it. Like, what's that guy? Do it.
Yeah.
Just do it.
Just do it.
Yeah.
Adam Sandler.
So I gotta do that. I have the stack of Shaqs there. I'm
Stack of
looking
Shaq.
at. So
A stack of Shaqs.
a stack of Shaqs. But all right, see you, Goody. Thanks for coming in.
Let it go.
Great.
And let's see who else. Randy Johnson. Randy Johnson is another big one of mine that I have on that's still around. I did one of my other big ones. That was on my list. I did get back, so I will share that here when you guys want.
Sweet.
And yeah, that's about where my
So
focus
same
is on.
question, just instead of living, dead.
Dead. Maris, Roger Maris.
Oh,
I would love to have his over
That'd be-
Mickey Mantle.
that'd be a real good one.
Yep. I am a Roger Maris fan.
I mean, who really wasn't? The guy was great.
Yes, yes.
Me.
I love the story about of him like just being like embarrassed or humble or not wanting to take the spotlight and then having to shove him out of the dugout to like take his bow for breaking the home run record and all that kind of stuff. And so I like him. And it was funny like how many people were pissed off at him for breaking the record and because Mantle didn't get it.
Yeah, it's like whatever. It's okay, guys. Let it go.
Right?
Just let it go.
I do have a question for you guys now that you say getting mad about breaking a record. There's a rumor and conspiracy theory that the NHL is the only reason why the NHL did not let Yager back into the NHL was because he would break the record for Gordie Howe.
Well, I mean, he already has the most points if you count all of his international play. He's far ahead of everybody because Gretzky never played international. Yager did for, oh God, like every Olympics since Czechoslovakia was still a country he was doing there.
Crazy.
He started in the NHL late, didn't he?
90. Yeah, he started playing at the pro level in Czechoslovakia in 86. It was his 5th year before he came over to the States.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay, so Tim, it's you. I'm going to give you some odd questions because this is one that would be good for a Neil's collections kind of question.
Okay.
Okay?
Shoot.
If you could be any animal, what would it be and why?
That's a good one. Probably have to say cat. Some sort of cat. Any cat, I suppose. One of the smaller felines or the larger big cats. Any of them. I would have to say that because they're quiet, they're sneaky, they're to themselves, and they're just kind of like.
And they get away with everything.
Right.
So I'm going to give you a little bit of time, Zach, but I'm to think of an answer. But I'll answer it. But then I'm going to you. I'm going to go with butterfly. Butterfly, because nobody suspects the butterfly.
That's right.
It's gonna be probably red panda because why not? Or capybara because they're majestic.
Yes, the capybara.
They're majestic, glorious, and friend-shaped. They have no enemies, even in nature. Oh, you've seen the videos of them riding on the back of crocodiles. The crocodiles.
Nice one, maiden.
It's not a real animal.
Or is it?
It is a real animal.
We don't know. Explain the giraffe. That animal.
Well, I was talking Maiden. He said Snuffleupagus.
Yeah. He's
I guess he's a woolly mammoth, I suppose.
I suppose he was an animal at one point in history.
Right.
I was going to say something, but I'm going to pass on it. It's going to sound better in my head then.
Fact checked it. You're like, probably not for the internet.
I need to do that more often.
I've done that.
Dr. Fun!
I did that earlier today. Let's put it that way.
Dr. Fun, he knows fun. That's for sure.
Well,
He's a doctor.
What would you say your biggest trading card PC is?
My biggest trading card PC, like how many I have of the one person.
It's not really about numbers. It's more about personal like. What's in your heart?
That would be Griffey. I just love Griffey.
Hmm.
Just Griffey Jr. He's just, I don't know, just so smooth throughout his whole career. If there was anybody like to look up to for like in sports, he would probably be close to the top. I mean, there's not really like a whole lot of controversies you really think of him being in. And he's always been on the up and up and all that kind of stuff. So that, and during the whole steroid years, he didn't do it.
Nope.
he did not.
You could tell.
Yeah, he had a natural progression of going up and then getting older and falling off and doing all that. I mean, it was all natural and all, so you can't blame him.
Okay, you're a Griffey fan, so you would know. His father had a hard time in New York. That's a fact. But is it a fact that he said that if he got traded or the only team that would sign him was the New York Yankees, he would retire?
That is true.
Oh, 100% true.
100%. That's because when he was there with his father, when his dad was on the Yankees, everybody would bring the players would bring their kids in, right, and let them hang out in the dugout during batting practice or whatever, right? It just so happened to be that Griffey Jr. wasn't allowed. Like they told him to take his kid home. Like he wasn't allowed to be there. And so ever since then, like when he saw like other kids playing on the field while he was sitting on the dugout just chilling, like the management and team came up to Griffey Jr. to tell him like, "Hey, you can't be here," while other kids were out there playing on the field. So that was his thing. That he was just like, "Nah, will never play for them."
And I guess saying that, this might be a little bit of a weird joke, but I actually know a guy who got me into TTMing who sent Griffey Sr. a Yankees card and got him to sign it for $100.
Yeah.
Well, he was on the team. Yeah, he was on the team. So, I mean.
Yeah, exactly. It's like they ain't doing nothing to me anymore, but I'll take a quick 100.
Right.
So, next one is not sports related, but it kind of goes into your what you do. Would you rather go see the movie or read the book?
I'd probably go see the movie. I'd probably see the movie just because I don't have the patience. I want to know. I want to know now. And I know. Most of the time, the movie cuts out a lot of stuff, so I do know that I'd be missing out on a lot of things going the movie wise. But I normally have somebody else that will fill me in on it, on the things I missed out, and what's wrong with the movie compared to the book.
That's where the internet exists,
right? But yeah, I'm one of those I'd rather go with the movie type of person.
You know what, Zach? What's your thoughts?
I like books. I read the book first, then see the movie just to see how different they are. Because at least if you read the book first, you get the idea. Yeah, it takes a while, but I don't know. That's me.
Yeah, my ADD. I start reading. And all of a sudden, something I read in there will trigger my mind to start thinking about something else, and it just goes on forever. It's an ending cycle, a never-ending cycle.
I hear you, Tim. Look at my channel. So I just noticed that Cash and Dad. I hope you're still here. Welcome.
What's up, Cash and Dad?
So this is actually this is more of a serious question, not like evil or anything. Upper Deck owns the rights to hockey. Fantastics owns NBL, NBA, NFL. Upper owns golf. Topps owns WWE. Do you agree that this is hurting the hobby? And if you think so, how can it be fixed?
I would rather have it to where it was like in the 90s. I know it was the junk wax era, but there's so many other options like Pacific. They had Topps, Bowman. They had so many different brands of cards out there, like off brands, Impel,
Mhm.
so many different off brands of cards that you had that you can get, and instead of just like, oh, there's Topps or there's Panini, and that's about it. You know, if you wanted some other football cards that you didn't like either your Topps or your Panini, then you had other options. Now there's really not a whole lot of options. There's
The problem is
couple.
there's no options, but yet we're in the junk. We're in a new junk wax era.
Yep, new junk
So
wax,
many
junk
cards.
slab.
You know, there's 85 one-of-ones for each different person. It's like
Yep, that and 50 different parallels per card, and it's just
it's the new junk wax era.
yeah. I think
Or worse.
almost worse. But they need to cut down on the parallels. I think would help out a little bit to make them where they're special again, and just not something shiny where
to make them mean something.
Yeah, exactly, and make it worthwhile wanting to get, instead of like like back in the day where the parallels were hard to get, and like Stadium Club, for example, where you can get their beam team. I mean, shoot, there's like maybe 2 in a case or something like that. Something hard to find. But I know they still have those in like the downtowns and stuff like that. But I don't know.
The downtowns and the kabooms are starting to really lose their value because they're everywhere.
Yeah.
They used to be a fun hunt, but now it's like, hey, look, the box topper is a giant downtown. Like,
right?
Okay.
That kind of reminds me of Young Guns and the blasted boxes.
Oof.
Yeah.
It's too much.
Yeah, Maiden says nobody wants
something I didn't write down because it just hit me. I 100% think that the new Young Guns, was it revived or rethought, should be old players that didn't get Young Guns. How do you guys think?
Is that like along the lines of like the Bowman redoing like the Babe Ruth card? That type of stuff.
What they did was they put like Ovechkin and Malkin and gave them a new Young Gun, basically.
I could take it or leave it. I suppose I can see where some people might like it.
Yeah,
but I'm one of those people that semi get annoyed for getting old people in a new pack. I mean, I like that they're keeping the memory alive for their newer people. You know what I mean? For like, oh yeah, here's a cool old player like Steve Largent, for example, or whatever. I don't know. I'm just using it as an example, but but yeah, I kind of like it, and I kind of don't. I don't know. I'm kind of on the fence about all that. I think.
No, I do agree with you. In my mind, I think when they do the old players, retired players, don't put it in the base. Put it as an
make
insert.
it special, right? Yeah, make it special. Make it to where like you want to get that card, and you want to get Magic's card. You want to get Magic's new release or whatever. Yeah, I like that. I like that idea.
So I remember when I first started watching your channel. I think the first video that I watched was the Allen Ginter hunt, where Boots whipped up your gloves.
Yeah,
but I remember some. I can't remember what video. I apologize. I usually do remember things like this, but what video you said it? But you said that you got a whole bunch of boxes of cards from your dad. If you wouldn't mind giving me a little bit of a reminder what that was.
My dad ended up passing away a few years ago, and my stepmom just started going through the what do you call it, the storage unit and stuff like that. And so she's slowly going through things and started handing me more and more boxes of things, and I'm not going to say no. a lot of it that I did get was just like base cards of like 92 tops, like a lot of it, because I remember back in the day you used to go to Costco, because Costco used to sell like cases of cards back in the day. And I remember, let's say for example, sorry, really quick. We used to go through the old tops to do they had an old giveaway, scratch off giveaway or whatever it was. I forget exactly what it was, in like the 92 tops, where you can get these packs of Tops Gold winners.
Mhm.
Oh yeah, the winners things. I remember.
Yeah. And so I remember sitting there at like the dinner table and just opening boxes and boxes and boxes and boxes, like cases of these tops, just to be able to get these packs and send in for them. And so like these thing is just full of winners packs. Like he has like just full of them. Like there's a Chipper Jones rookie card like on the top of this winners pack here, and it's a gold leaf winners. So I mean there's some cool cards in it, and I found a Griffey Jr. one in there in one of the packs. I don't know, it's just fun to go through and get kind of the old stuff.
This is another one that just hit me. I didn't write it down. I was talking to Common Collector, great guy. You should sub him up if you haven't. He collects old wax packs from the 70s, but not hockey, like the Galactica and Elvis and all that kind of stuff.
Some of them.
So one of the things was Greece they sent me because I won the little contest. If you had a whole bunch of those cards, let's say, I don't know, 3 packs of those cards, would you keep one of those packs sealed or would you open them all?
It depends if I found the card I wanted to find in that set in the first couple of packs. I'm pretty bad about keeping packs sealed. I like to open. If it has gum in it, I have to open it. I kind of believe that if you have to open it up to preserve the rest of the pack and try to get that gum out of there, because it will leach through the cards. So I've had packs of 85 tops to where like half the pack is torched because of that gum. Like it'll leach through like 5 of the cards.
Oh, I know.
So
I know, for whatever reason, of the 85 tops that you might see on Thursday.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know where you'd get it like
that. Zach, what are you talking about? You never eat old gum.
No. Who does that? What kind of sicko does that?
And who the hell saves it? Like who saves that old gum?
And then sends it to someone.
Right? And then who accepts it instead of just burning it? Instead of burning it on the lawn.
Okay, so serious question. What team do you think will be at the bottom of the NBL next year, and why is it the Pittsburgh Pirates?
Because they suck.
I was going to say the Mariners.
No, at least the Mariners have ownership that's trying.
Ew, I don't know. It depends who you talk to, I guess.
Well, at least has the owner ever publicly come out and said, I don't care about winning, I just want money?
Pretty close.
Bob Nutting used those words.
Not exactly those words, but when they talk about we only want to win like 72% of the games, we don't care.
Oh, no, he doesn't even talk about that. He said, I don't care if we win or not. I want money.
Yeah, so he hasn't gotten that bad yet. I'll have to give him that. He hasn't gotten that bad.
There's a sliver of hope.
Yes.
But let's admit it. Just because he said it, everybody thinks it. All the owners think it.
Right?
Yeah, but you don't say it.
There's was it the Marlins is a new, not Marlins, the Rays. The Rays ownership's the new one to get wanting everybody to sell the team, huh?
Oh yeah.
That whole debacle.
That's gonna be fun.
I didn't realize that people actually like the A's. until they moved. And then I realized I know at least 3 channels I follow that are actual YouTube fans. I'm thinking of Mess Things and League of Their Own way off the top of my head. And I'm thinking back in my past when we lost the Expos, that was my team. Do you think the fans have anything to do with that?
Yeah. Because if the fans aren't showing up, the team's going to leave.
That's why Seattle's not there anymore.
Yeah, honestly. Like if people would stop going to Pirates games, Nutting would be forced to sell the team to somebody that that actually cared.
That's right. 1 second. Let me go grab something. I'll be right back. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no problem. So, Zach, Montreal would be very happy to get the Pittsburgh Pirates.
They can have them.
We'll take them.
They can have them. Pittsburgh doesn't need a baseball team. We don't have any sports teams right now. We have three teams of grown men pretending to be athletes.
Well, Tim's doing his thing, getting his Bobby coffee. I'm going to do a little bit of a rant. Nothing serious, but I get my mail sent to my parents. The whole story, that'll be an hour if I explained it. But the mail, it has the mailbox, right? So half of it won't lock. So the management of the condo said you can't deliver the mail. Now, the one, like our side, like my mom's side, actually locks, but they're still not sending it. Makes sense. Why would you go for half the mail, right? But I went there with my ID, with my name and all that, but because the address isn't the same because it's going to my mom's, not my place, they had to say, sorry, we can't do it. In a way, it makes me think Canada Post is actually thinking about security. But in the other way, how many Jonathan Burgesses are there?
Probably more than you think. Probably a lot more than you think. Like if it was my name, I'd be a little more curious, but your first and last name are pretty common.
You want to know how common? I used to go to a doctor, Dr. Nick, and yes, we used to introduce him as, "Hi, Dr. Nick." But there was another Jonathan Burgess that went to Dr. Nick's, and Dr. Nick looked at me one time. When did you have back surgery?
Yeah, it's the other one.
No.
Yeah, see, that's what I mean. If 2 John Burgesses went to the same doctor across Canada, there's probably several of them.
Oh, yeah. It's Michael Burgess, right? The opera singer?
Maybe.
I don't know. That was just a random thought. Okay, so Tim?
Yes.
There's only 2 more questions I have written down.
Okay.
Is there an athlete that you can't stand, but you really don't have a good reason to not like?
I would probably have to say LeBron, and Brony.
Mm-hmm.
Probably Brony. I have no good reason not to like that guy.
No, you have plenty of reasons not to like his old man.
Yeah. I was thinking I have many reasons not to like LeBron, but Brony, I have no reason not to. He hasn't done anything.
Give him time.
He's just LeBron James' son. I just don't like him. I don't know.
I feel the same way. I don't care for his old man, and by extension, I don't really care for him.
Yeah, I don't think he should have got into the league so quickly by like skipping the whole G League. Yeah. Well, I guess he's not really skipping it now.
Right.
Okay, so now that we're going into dads and sons, this is going a little bit dark, but Chris Manuel's son is into wrestling. Do you think he should change his name or go by his Benoit?
I don't think he should lose his Benoit. His dad was a fantastic wrestler, right? If that we're talking about
Oh, Benoit was an amazing wrestler.
we're talking about the same person, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, good. Yeah, Benoit was awesome. It just sucks about what happened, and they didn't know about the whole brain thing, and going nuts. That just sucks. It's an unfortunate side effect about getting your head bashed in a lot.
Yeah.
Well, I think it was Harley Race who said, if he would have known what the diving headbutt did, he would never have done it.
Oh yeah, of course. Yeah, I wouldn't think he would. If who would, right? If Hogan thought he was going to be 4 or 5 inches shorter, then by landing on his butt jumping
Oh
off.
yeah, the spinal compression, and all that.
Yeah, I don't think he would do that either. But yeah, it was. But Benoit was fantastic. What was he, like, the Wolverine, or what they call him, the
Yeah,
Wolverine?
he was Canadian Wolverine. Yeah.
Yeah,
And
he was really good.
yeah, he was fantastic, man. He had him and Angle, because I saw that card earlier. Him and Angle, man, some of their matches are fantastic. That and the Mexican, what was his name?
Mysterio.
Mysterio. No,
Him and Ray had some good ones.
yeah, Rey Mysterio.
WCW.
Yeah, he's the one that ended up dying in the ring too, with the heart attack, or his heart exploded or something.
No,
Not
you're
Mysterio.
talking about
The one that
Guerrero.
would come out. Well, I'm sorry, who?
Guerrero.
Yeah, Guerrero. Yeah,
Oh,
Mysterio
yeah,
is
yeah,
living.
Eddie.
Eddie Guerrero.
Yeah, he come out in the lowrider and all that kind of stuff.
Mm,
Yeah,
that's
Eddie
that's
Guerrero.
Guerrero.
Yeah,
Yeah, they were both really good.
both of those are really awesome. I remember watching that match when Guerrero ended up passing away in the ring. I was like, whoa, that's not good. But yeah,
That kind of gets me going down a whole different road. Do you remember the whole Mysterio Guerrero? The kid was Eddie's, kid was Ray's. Do you remember that ladder match?
briefly, kind of, not really. If I started watching it, it would probably pop back up. I was really big into the whole Attitude Era back in the day, like Stone Cold Steve Austin and all that. That was, we would just sit around and just hang out and watch wrestling. It was good.
I only mention that because, I'm not a big wrestling fans, but my stepkids are huge wrestling fans, current wrestling fans, and so I, watch the highlights and all that kind of stuff, so I can talk to them. But what Mysterio Jr. is doing is he's going into the whole Eddie Guerrero look and saying that Rey Mysterio, you're not my dad. Eddie was. So he's got the mullet, the whole mustache, and the whole cheat thing. Do you actually think this was planned?
100%. They've been doing this for years because it's wrestling.
They have.
Yeah.
Like, it goes back
Nothing in wrestling is accidental. Everything is for a purpose. And this is the purpose.
Mm-hmm. Any way they could spin anything to get money off of it. That's what wrestling does. I like remembering back in the day with the old Stephanie McMahon and Triple H, when that whole thing was starting to become a thing, and it was just crazy.
Okay. Do you really think in today's world Triple H would get away with drugging a woman, driving into a drive-through wedding, and making clear his voice saying "I do," and it counted as being a marriage? That wouldn't run now.
No, pretty much the whole Attitude Era would not be able to fly nowadays.
I don't know. I think in a lot of ways it's much worse today.
Yeah, the stuff is going on now. It's just kind of is out there.
It's kind of sad.
Yes, I'd have to categorize it as that as well.
So getting away from wrestling because this kind of is a good segue too. Do you go to sports games live or watch it on TV?
If I can, I'll try to go to a live. The only thing we got around here, other than BSU, which I hate BSU, I don't like BSU,
Mhm.
is the hockey. We get the Steelheads, and well, we got the Boise Hawks, the minor league team too, baseball.
Oh yeah, I forgot about them.
Yeah, me too.
Mm.
But yeah, we got them. That one thing about them though, I would like to go see them more, but their stadium is so old and decrepit.
Mhm.
It needs some help. It needs help. But they're not sponsored by any major league team, so it's one of those privately funded type of minor league baseball teams.
Yeah, it makes sense. See, I'm in southern Ontario, like an hour away from, like an hour south from Toronto. So we're bombarded with different teams, different leagues, and all that kind of stuff. Um, long story short, I honestly would rather watch my Regina Ice play than the Toronto Maple Leafs.
Yeah.
Honestly, because the Regina Ice are like 14, 15-year-olds. And I did a video with Christina way back, probably like 5 months ago. But these kids are actually grinders. They fight. They're
Nice.
vicious. And they're
Nice.
trying to get into the next level.
Nice.
And that's something that I think, I don't know if you guys would agree, but once you hit the major league level in any sport, you kind of lose the edge.
Yeah, because
No,
you're
it's
not
not.
playing for the love of it anymore.
Yeah, and there's not a next level to grind and get better to try to reach.
Yeah.
You're at the top. There's not anywhere to go once you're there, other than like being a coach or something like that. Or you could do beast mode, be part owner of the Kraken.
Hmm.
Yeah. But that's not too many options after that.
No,
How
but then
can
it's
the
like,
great one who's has the reputation with everything he touches turns to gold be such a bad coach?
Because there's never been a great player who's been a great coach in the history of professional sports. And there's never been a great coach who was a great player.
Mm-hmm.
a lot of good players that make great coaches, but not great players.
But you will
I
never
can't think
see, like, look at Mike Ditka, Hall of Fame player, not so much as a coach.
Yeah.
And then look at conversely, John Madden, never played a down of football in his life, I don't think.
I've got two names for you: Patrick Waugh, Martin St. Louis. What do you think?
Well, I mean, look what happened to Waugh when they ran him out of Colorado.
The only one I can think of would be Lenny Wilkins. He was pretty decent player. I mean, he wasn't any top league, he wasn't like a Michael Jordan by any means.
Bird was an okay coach, but he didn't coach for very long.
Yeah.
Had he coached longer, he may have done a lot better.
Now, this is where my memory goes.
Later, man.
I remember from the first. This is where my memory goes. Well, the first live you and Dan did. One of the questions was, what was the first Anaheim Ducks head coach? Ron Wilson. He had a good playing career and a good coaching career. The whole thing was injuries.
But was Pat Riley a good player? He was an okay player.
Yeah, I was going to say he was pretty.
He was one of the best coaches ever, but I don't remember him much as a player. Like, I know he had a decent career, but that's an interesting one.
Right. It's like they say the catchers make the best manager in baseball when they retire. But there's not really a whole lot of catchers you really think of being like awesome. You know what I mean? Like oh, dude, he's the man on the team. He's the one to do. And like
Yeah,
there's only like a couple that like come to mind that were big being a catcher. First one, of course, for me is Cal Riley. But was it Platinum Glove and Golden Glove winner? But we got Mike Piazza back in the day, and Pudge Rodriguez.
Yeah.
Well, there's
Fisk.
Yogi Berra. Wasn't he a catcher?
Yeah, Yogi Berra, Fisk. There was a couple good ones back in the day.
Oh,
Johnny Bench.
Bench. Yeah, that's the one I was thinking of too. Yeah, but yeah, there's just not really. But none of them were like the great players. Like weren't the Michael Jordan of their time or whatever.
Right, like they were good, but not like the face of the sport.
Right,
like Jordan was.
So, Zach, this kind of goes back to your Monday chat. This old saying, if you don't know how to do it, you teach.
Yeah, those who can't do, teach. I've heard that one.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
I've heard that one in various forms for a long time. And and in a lot of sports, it kind of holds true because a lot of the greatest coaches weren't that great of players.
Mm-hmm.
Which is weird because you'd think it would be a transition because they know the game, but yet it never really seems to work out, especially in football. Like Mike Singletary, when he tried to coach, that was a disaster. That was an utter disaster.
If I remember correctly, that didn't last very long, did it?
2 years, maybe.
Yeah, it was pretty short. Yeah.
Yeah, it was not good. Not good at all.
So, Zach, try and get ourselves back on a.
You're gonna have to pick
Zach, you mentioned that you have some TTMs open. You want to open them?
Over the past 2 days, I actually got 2 or 4. No, it was 4. And from Tampa. Okay. Baseball. Let's go. Phil Bradley on the.
Oh, nice.
Love Don Ross.
Yeah. On the, what's that, 90? Yeah, 90 was the red.
Yeah, 90.
That's one. This one's coming from somewhere in Canada. Actually, I haven't. Good, the Canadian ones are start. What in the world? Oh, okay. He threw in a bonus. There you go. Carl Dyke. Was it Dykes? I think that's how it's backwards. And
Yeah, I know him. Yeah.
And then he sent me a little bonus throw in. I think this card I actually got from Brandon.
Oh, that's cool.
But we take a bonus. Oh, nice. It's weird. He personalized that, but not the card. Now, this is the one that I think might be an April Fool's joke. I don't think – oh, wait, there is something in there. What is it? It's somewhere in Canada again. Oh, my God. I don't even remember sending this out.
Yeah.
It's Al McAdam on the North Stars, but on the old OPG sticker.
Oh, wow.
Nice.
I do not even recall sending that out. I'm going to have to look and see when that because that went out a while ago. But that came back April 1st, so April Fool's, Zach.
Very nice.
And then last one from somewhere in the United States. Oh, all right. Old baseball one. Cleon Jones. I got it out of the Panini Golden Age I was opening. And I saw
that's cool.
signed.
That's a nice card.
Yeah.
It's like, we take. Yeah, I like these cards.
It's almost like
what is it?
It's 2012 Panini Golden Age.
Huh.
It was one of those variety sets, kind of like Allen and Genter and Goodwin Champions.
Nice.
Well, yeah, so I the mail did end up salvaging this for me because I got nothing back at all last week. Not one. Not a single thing last week. I barely got mail last week, actually, other than the thing you got or you sent.
That you see, you saying that kind of gets me back to the rant I had. I have about 15 to 30 possible autographs sitting at the post office that I can't pick up because, you weren't round. So I'll quickly say this. I send my mail to my mom's because of reasons, and half of the PO box locks, the other one does not. So the management of the condo said don't send any mail. So I went over to the post office, hope and prayer. So with my ID and all that kind of stuff. And yeah, I couldn't pick up the mail because my name didn't match the address, right? So, and I 100% agree with what they did, what they say. But yeah,
That's too bad. Can you take your mom down with you or something like that? So since she has a address, or it have to be the name and address?
um, we would have took my mom, but something, I guess you probably walked away when I said it. In 7 days, my mom's
Oh,
getting
that's right.
a hip replacement,
That's right. Hope everything goes well.
and so she can't.
Yeah.
Wheel her
So
down there. No, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding.
Hopefully they get the mailbox fixed soon. Then.
Yes, definitely.
you know what? Well, I literally just saw this. How many Canadian post office boxes break that it's taken over 2 weeks for them to fix?
Yeah, that's pretty normal. Like when a snowplow knocked down my mailbox, it took the post office 3 weeks to figure out how to do anything. It was just it literally just sat on the ground for like 3 weeks because they couldn't figure out anything to come do anything.
Crazy.
Something that when you say that, there's something that we did. I think it was early '90s, maybe late '80s. The snow was so bad they actually went over our mailboxes. So we actually put a hockey stick in a bag, and the mailman would put the mail in the bag.
I've seen, people in Buffalo have done that. People here have done that when it gets real bad snow. They'll put something over top of it with a bag or a box or something.
Interesting.
You got to do what you got to do.
That's right. Snow doesn't get that bad around here.
Luckily for you.
So I'm actually going to give my other channel a. This is the first time that I've actually tried to do this. I've practiced, but that doesn't mean much. And as we can see, we already have kind of a weird thing going on.
Looks like it's underwater. Blurp, blurp, blurp.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Nah, you know what? I'm just doing it the old-fashioned way.
Trying to focus.
I had it going, but I don't know. Doing it the old-fashioned way. These are the TTMs I got the past month. And I'm going to start with one. I literally never do this. But like I was telling Goody G, I was either smoking something good or drinking something heavy. But I actually sent Glenn Healy 7 cards. And he signed them all.
That's crazy.
Which is
So there's
crazy.
his book card. And next year, I love this sleep set. And then, of course, the Don Ross. Another rookie card. 91 Pro set, which is probably the one that I really want to get signed, and the other ones I don't know. And the score that nobody really knows where it came from. So that was 7 right off the bat. Now this is a 3 of 3, and it's Greg Block.
Oh, okay. Nice.
I love that wood grain.
Yes,
Yeah.
the 87's good. I've been working on the Mariners team set autographed in the 87.
Right.
It's such a good set.
It is.
So the next two is because of Don Ross 91, but I know both of the players, but mostly it's the 91 Don Ross, and that's Todd Zeal.
Nice.
And for my Expos, Bill Sampson.
Let's go, Expos.
Now, Zach, you'll understand this. So this was sent in an envelope to my old address, 14 Atherton. Haven't lived there for like 7-8 years, and by then it was a current player. I'm pretty sure he's retired, but the team is non-existent. That's Christian DeVark.
The old Yotes. Yep, they ain't there no more.
So I don't remember if I sent it to the team or I don't remember. I was not keeping any kind of records 8 years ago. Now, this one, he signed it and glad he did, but he also requested if I send it to him again to send $10. Mark Icon.
Nice.
Oh, nice.
Now, this one has to go with my pro set, Rob Ramage. And I have to double check because now that I'm doing this, I think I already have this card signed. So it might go into a blind trade pile. But Lord of the Dance, Patrick Flatley,
Nice.
on 91. Now, I love doing blind trades with Johnny. So I kept the one with the golden emerald. By the same time, I got the one without the golden or the emerald. So I sent that one to Johnny. So I did have both of these. I think I have 3 Philadelphia Flyers on this set. And I'm saying 3 more out. And that's not even including Bobby Clark.
Good old Bobby Clark. What a legend.
I ended up getting a couple of TTMs back if you wanted to.
Yeah.
Share.
That'll be the
I'm
way.
going to give you the screen.
All right. Sorry. Whoops. Oh, I'll get there. There we go.
Right round, baby, right round.
Oh, it's all backwards. It's weird.
Oh, no way. Bobby Shantz. Let's go.
All right. So Bobby Shantz was the first one I sent to. This was probably about a month ago, and it came back fairly quick. This is weird. Everything's backwards.
Yeah, I noticed that. We're mirrored, but
is that backwards on there too?
yeah, I noticed that on mine.
Let me see if I can.
Oh, Lord. What happened?
Uh-oh. Did I? Oh,
Please
here it
open
is.
IPVO.
Oh, what? No. I don't know what camera. I don't know what the heck just happened. I didn't switch cameras. There we go.
Here we go.
Hey, I'm back. Sorry.
Oh,
I just
No
went into
worries.
settings and then it just went like that. Anyways, I'm not minding this whole restream thing. It's kind of neat.
yeah, it looks like it has some potential to play around with.
Yeah. But yeah, here we go. We get Bobby Shantz was my first one I sent to, and this got me the bug because it came back pretty quick, and it looks fantastic. This is on the 61 post.
Nice.
So that was fantastic. That and the one that I am super excited about. Let's see if I can get some more light without getting more light. Is this one? This one came back a few weeks ago now, and is we got Lenny Wilkins.
Lenny Wilkins, baby.
And this one's on the police set. And on the back, there's all the backs.
I love those tips from the Sonics.
Yeah, the
And,
firefighters up here did there for the Jays. I remember that.
Ah, yes. And then the one that I really, really liked. Is this
Yeah.
one. He's got a short print rookie card.
Mhm.
And it did give a smudge on when he did the 10 compared to the 10 that's on that one. But you know what? It's a little personalized, I guess, right?
Exactly. That means
That's what I always say.
it's unique.
Nice. So I was happy to get these. And I did this with Bobby, and he ended up writing back, answering the questions, and I added some questions in here, just some simple ones like what's your favorite food? His is seafood. Mine would be too if I was living in Seattle. And who was your favorite person to play with? And his was Zelmo Beatty. And I never heard of Zelmo Beatty before, and then so I had to look him up. And the Big Z. And so I'll have to get some Zelmo Beatty cards and try to find his autograph. I think he's passed away already.
Yeah, he
Hmm.
passed away a while back, but you could probably find one of his signed cards out there somewhere.
Yeah, I found some pictures that were like around $30 ish range. So it's not too bad. It's obtainable. But yeah, so that was my TTM that I got back this month. So I'm super excited about that.
The bug has bitten you.
It is. It has bitten me.
Oh, sorry.
And, sorry, I just want to mention
Yeah,
something.
no,
about the
good.
87.
Yeah, I just pressed the wrong button.
And so the 87s, this is the Mariners. I've been trying to get the whole team set. I'm a few away, but we got
I
Bob
love
Curry.
that logo.
Yes, the Trident. I love the Trident logo. And we got Alvin Davis. There's Danny Tartable.
Gold Cup. Okay, I have a question for you guys. When did OPG/Chops start the Gold Club? Gold trophy?
That I don't know.
I think it might be 87 there. I don't remember it in any of the older ones. They probably
I don't
did,
know.
but I can't recall them. No, that's not true at all. I remember them back in the 70s.
Yeah, I'm not quite sure.
I have a 1972 card signed by somebody that I'm pretty sure has a gold cup on it.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, something I have to look up. Just saw of it.
Yeah, we got Jim Beatty. Yeah, Lee Gutterman. And there's Steve. His last name, I always say it wrong. Firevid? Yeah, I don't know.
Sure.
No idea.
I have no idea. And then we got Mike Trujillo. And Phil Bradley.
Hey, that I just got back.
Nice. And I know this guy's not a Mariners, but it's Twerksberry. And I got him just so I could say Twerksberry.
Yeah, I was going to say that. What a name.
Yeah,
Sometimes
I just like
it's
to
all
go
you need.
Twerksberry. So people, there's a story behind this because I called it in one of the pack openings. I called them Twerksberry, and somebody got really offended that I called them Twerksberry instead of Tewksbury. And so now I had to buy his autograph so I can say Twerksberry.
Exactly.
It just validated it for me.
Over chicken.
Yeah, oven chicken.
Oven chicken. And
I have to admit, I actually almost completely forgot about this. I wanted to do a cheap shout out to Spin That Wax.
Yes.
I did not. Oh, I forgot, but now I remembered. So, do you guys have something still ahead, like still on hand?
Yes.
Okay, so Tim, I'll let you go first because you're the guest.
Alrighty. Well, thank you. I did grab a couple of things, music-wise. First one, I ended up grabbing this one because I haven't shown it yet on Spin That Wax, which airs every Saturday at noon Eastern on Neetto channel. And we also have Zach and Maiden there as well, doing Spin That Wax. We sit there and we talk about records and music. Have a good time. But this one is a recent pickup as well, and is
I love Bob Newhart.
Oh,
It is.
Bobby.
Oh, his comedy is great. Big fan.
and he's a very young Bob Newhart, and
Yeah.
I know him from the Bob Newhart show.
Yeah.
And a fantastic show. I love that show. Was I was a kid, and my lovely lady Kachina ended up surprising me with this one day.
That's awesome.
Button Down Mind of Bob Newhart. It's pretty interesting.
And back in the day, he was actually a great signer.
Yeah, he was. Rest in peace.
Yep.
Nice. And I don't think I've taken this out, and I don't think the other person has.
Well, no, they
Oh,
definitely have.
wow.
Nope, there it is. It's been opened.
Never
But
seen it.
it's a little tacky on the inside. It's been a while since it's been opened. But there we go. Here it is, the Bob Newhart. Button Down Mind of Bob Newhart.
Always wanted to send to him, just never did it in time.
The Khrushchev Landing Rehearsal. And driving instructor, and nobody will ever play baseball. And on side one is Abe Lincoln versus Madison Avenue. And the cruise of the USS Codfish. And merchandising the Wright brothers.
I remember most of those bits. I have a best of CD, and a lot of those bits are on there. The USS Codfish is hilarious.
I had the tapes back in the day of like the Jerky Boys and Adam Sandler, their comedy tapes and stuff from like the 80s, early 90s. Those ones are funny.
Oh, yeah.
The old Jerky
The one
Boys.
I liked most of the comedy records was Bill Cosby. And for
I almost
one
brought
joke, the one joke that I remember so clearly is, Noah, how long can you tread water?
What's a cubit?
And then I don't know if you guys heard of this band. It's called Trainwreck.
Oh, yeah.
And with Kyle Gass, KG, we got I got the band to autograph it. We got Kyle Gass's autograph right here, KG, and the other band members, which I don't remember their names, but there's the rest of them. And awesome show, pretty fun. I ended up enjoying the show a little too much, but I got their autos. I got their autographs, so
I think we've all been there.
I was inebriated enough that I didn't care to talk to him because normally, so this happened with Sir Mix-a-Lot. When I went to the Sir Mix-a-Lot concert, there was like a line to like go up to him and meet him and say hi and shake his hand, take a picture and all that kind of stuff, get auto. And when it came to my turn, I just stood there. And I was the last person in line, and I just did that. I guess I wasn't drunk enough, but or I was too drunk, one of the two. I wasn't in that happy medium. But so anyways, that was one of my regrets of not being able to take a picture with Sir Mix-a-Lot. That would have been sweet. But this one is a drumstick from Soulfly. It was over from the Bogarts concert in Cincinnati, Ohio. Back in 2002.
Nice.
I don't know how many people listen to Soulfly, Max Caballero, and all that.
I remember them.
Awesome band.
I used to anger people when I called them soulfully.
But yes, there's that music things.
Okay, so Zach, do you have yours handy?
Yeah, I went up right before we started when you mentioned it, and I said I had to go grab something. This one's a
Hey.
shout out to you, John, because it's the first of his albums I ever got, and I bought it, I don't know, a month or so ago. The only one of his I have.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Yep.
We got Welcome to My Nightmare. What an album. What an album. And it's still got, I think, still has the actual proper inner sleeve.
Mm-hmm.
It's a little torn up down there, so I'm probably going to replace that with a paper sleeve and leave that in the bag. But it looks so nice. Oh, they put a price tag on the label?
No.
Scumbags. I'll have to get that off of there. I'll talk to Maid and see how to get that off of there.
Yeah, me you will know.
Yeah. You can see it's got the price tag. At least it's on the label. If they would have put it on the vinyl, I would have had issues.
Mm.
But this is a great album. You should know, John.
Oh yeah. Cold Ethel.
But there you go. I figured shout out to John because you're the Alice Cooper fan, and it's the only one I have, weirdly.
Something I have to say. Turn around to the back because you got the Black Widow on the back.
Yeah, oh, there it is.
Chasing the spider. That used to freak me out as a kid.
Yeah, like I didn't even notice it, and then I saw it under my finger. I'm like, oh my God. Yeah.
So I've told Zach this billions of times, but I don't think you know this, Zach. My parents used to actually put me to bed to Welcome to My Nightmare.
Nice.
Almost like they were trying to tell you something.
There's just something about his voice that just calmed me down. Nothing else will calm me down. So I gotta go 70s. This is actually my dad's deer hide, completely original from the 60s, and Go Canada.
Nice.
So this is my one record that killer. I don't know when my parents got it. Not even going to try to guess, but that's one of the records that my dad gave me, and that's the only one that survived. So you gotta think, as a 5-year-old, I'm listening to Alice Cooper, Animals, Beatles, and then Raffi, and all those guys. So the record that I'm actually going to pick is not that one, but I had to pick this one.
Oh, that's funny. You know what, John? Kudos to you. That's clever. I
That's a good one.
would not have thought of that. Nicely done.
Not at all.
Yeah, nicely done.
Very good record.
So, Tim,
Yes, sir.
I don't want to do this. We're having a ball, but we have to do this again.
Yes, definitely.
Start
Yes.
off where we left off. So,
Once you get the ball for
we're
it.
actually, I did see a second. We're at over 2 hours. Oh, you want to open up?
We were talking wrestling earlier, so what might as
Yeah,
well
no.
get off.
Yeah. It's Tim.
All right.
You open.
All right. Well, we'll make it a
Must
quick one,
rip it.
and we'll.
This is a perfect way to close it.
And some of those guys are actually pretty decent signers in there, by the by.
Oh, nice.
We'll have to set some aside since the. Ooh, there we go. Starting off with a good one, Steiner Brothers.
Yeah, I think actually
Dog
weirdly,
face.
both of the Steiner brothers are good signers.
Nice. See ya, Hodges. Have a good night.
So we got the Steiner Brothers. That'd be cool to get signed. There we go. Get Ricky Morton. There's
Actually,
Sid Vicious.
I think I actually pulled that same Ricky Morton card I'm going to send to him.
Oh, nice.
The only thing I can think of when I see Sid Vicious is when he jumped off of the second rope and broke his ankle.
Yeah, broke
Yes.
his leg right in half.
Yes, that was intense. Here we
If
go.
o-
We get Doom.
If
Okay,
only
Doom is someone. Who are they?
that the one in the front is Butch Reed and the one behind him is Ron Simmons.
Ah, that's it. Yes.
Ron Simmons, good signer. I think he charges like $10, but he's worth it because he's also a college football Hall of Famer.
Nice.
I remember
Yeah.
talking to you about that, Zach. Did you ever find a football card of his?
No, he never made it to the NFL. He played for the Tampa Bay Bandits, and I can't remember what league that was. USFL maybe or something.
Yeah.
World League, but he never made it to the NFL.
Huh.
Wildfire.
More Tommy Rich. Wow. There you go.
Dirty Dutch. I think he signs actually.
That'd be cool. He's got that podcast, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's still doing his.
If
That'd
you
be
want
cool.
good WWF podcast, go to Maven.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
He's amazing because he's so honest and he's so low key. He's good friends with Undertaker and all these guys. And
Nice.
if he makes a mistake, he'll say right away. One thing he kind of told his viewers that the most smelliest player, like the most smelliest wrestler, was Rob Van Dam. And he replied by saying, yeah, I'm not. So he replied, sorry, it was misunderstood. But Maven's a good guy.
Right on. Oh, Maven. Yes. I've seen a couple of Maven's things. I like Maven. And we got the fabulous Freebirds there.
Freebird.
Great song.
Lex Luger. He's making quite the comeback nowadays, huh?
Yeah, they're
Well, not to wrestling standard.
no,
but
not to wrestling. Like
being
as
able to
himself,
walk
but,
again.
he's getting back into the public eye.
Yeah.
You know what? Controversies, what he did, what he didn't do. I'm just happy he's getting better.
Right. And what Diamond Dallas, what is it? Diamond Dallas Page? What he's doing down there?
Yep.
DDP, by the way, is a good, or at least was a good autograph signer.
Nice. I'll have to keep an eye out for some of his stuff. But yeah, what he does down there has helped out a lot of former wrestlers.
Yeah.
Jake Snake.
Yeah. It was good to see him do stuff. Oh, sweet. There we go. We get Jim Ross.
Old JR.
Oh, JR.
Nice. He's
Well,
not
look
around
how
anymore, is
young
he?
he is.
Did Jim Ross end up passing away? Or is he still around?
No, he's
No, he's
alive.
still around. He was with AEW for a bit, and I think they let him go, which is kind of a stupid move because he's
Yeah.
brilliant.
Heads
What is
up,
this thing?
he does do TTM. He charges. I can't remember what he charges, but he does charge. I have seen about 5 successes on Sports Card Forum.
That's cool. Yeah. I might look into that. Ooh, there we go. We got Sting. Sting would be sweet.
Yeah, I got him to sign too.
Nice.
Okay, question. There's 3 people who do the Scorpion, what I know as the now I can't even think. But the finishing move, the where he ties the legs up, sharpshooter.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
There's 3 players. Who do you think actually started it?
Oh, I can't even remember who did it. It was long before Bret Hart did it and long before Sting did it.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
It's one of those things that I was hoping you knew, Zach, because I knew it, but it's driving me nuts.
Yeah, I can't think of it off the top of my head. Hey, Terry Taylor, I'm actually going to send out to him soon.
Oh, nice.
Is he the Rooster?
Yeah, he was the Red Rooster,
Okay.
which is a bum gimmick because he was a very good wrestler.
It's one of those things that Vince McMahon completely buried his competition.
Well, and on top of that, he just never leaned into the gimmick. If he would have been fine, but he never leaned into it.
Well, if Bobby the Brain Heenan can't get a character to cross, nobody's going to.
Yeah.
And we end this one off with the fabulous Freebirds.
That would be Jimmy Jam Garvin in the background right there.
Jimmy Jam.
Jimmy Jam Garvin.
There it is. Jimmy Jam Garvin right there. Michael P.S. Hayes.
I hear he's actually a pretty good promoter, Hayes.
Right on.
The
got a
first
great
wrestlers to make a music video.
Oh, Bad Street USA. Oh yeah.
Oh, anything 80s WWF.
Awesome.
You remember all those videos they used to do with music?
Oh yeah, all the little dancing moves. The NFL was doing that stuff too at the time.
Mhm.
The icky shuffle, and
Super Bowl shuffle.
the Bears were doing their thing with their quarterback. What was their quarterback's? He had
Jim
the glasses. McMahon. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, the Super Bowl shuffle.
Yes.
If you want to laugh, watch that on YouTube. It's hilarious.
Yes.
Oh,
That-
yeah, for sure.
That and the one the Rams song where they're singing that we're gonna ram you.
Oh God, that was a thing. I remember that. That was certainly a thing that occurred.
It definitely was.
Okay, if you want nightmares, look up Raffy. Yes, Raffy.
No,
And go up to Skeletons.
no.
You would think he was written by Alice
Raffi's
Cooper or
terrifying.
something.
Isn't he? He lives somewhere up in Western Canada, I think.
I don't know.
Weirdly, last I heard, I think he lived like somewhere outside of Vancouver or on Vancouver Island, one of those two.
Well, if he's going to pick a place in Canada, that's a good place.
And it's pretty there. It's green.
It's green unless it's on fire.
Yeah. Thankfully, well, the island doesn't catch on fire, but the prairies do, unfortunately.
Yeah. So, you know what? With that being said, with the fires and all that kind of stuff, I'm
Yeah.
going to end this
On the topic of
stream
fire,
because, you know, you can't go any hotter. Go out any hotter.
oh, there you are.
So, if you're watching this, congratulations, thank you. If you're watching this on the replay, thank you again. But you have a chore to do. Go back, watch it very carefully, and every time Tim says cool, awesome, sweet, and any other little thing like that, count it. If anyone
Count it.
gets the correct answer, I have a gift for you. So I hope you enjoyed. Like, share, and subscribe. Oh! Check out Incognito. Check out Zach.
That guy.
I'm not even going to bother with the poll, what you have coming up, because we
We know
all
me.
know.
We know me.
So-
Everybody does. Everybody knows me, unfortunately.
Yeah. So I hope you enjoyed. Like, share, and subscribe. Until next time, keep on collecting.
Peace.
Bye.
Adios.